Hey guys, Jack Gleason with StartupTrading.com, and in this video I'm going to show you guys how I use my Startup Trading Indicator package to determine support and resistance levels on intraday time frame. Specifically, we're going to be looking at the futures markets in the S&P, and then also take a look at maybe the Nasdaq or the Dow here. Now, to describe what my Startup Trading Indicators are, because you probably see a couple of them on my screen, they're really just these dots here. And these are something that I had coded myself, something I've noticed over the course of the last 10 years I've been trading. And what they are is there's two different things you're going to see on my chart. One of them is orange dots, which are swing highs, which means the prior 5 bars are all lower and the following 5 bars are all lower. And then the swing low is the exact opposite. It is a purple dot, and the prior 5 swing bars are higher, and the following 5 swing bars are higher. So that's indicator one. And this package is actually two separate indicators that I use every single day, and the other indicator is called a leg start. And this indicator is going to work on every single time frame, but in this video I'm going to be talking about it on the 5 minute to determine intraday support and resistance levels to give us an idea of the overall trend of the market. Now, one of the important factors that you always want to be aware of is where the most recent move began up and where the most recent move began down. And what I'm looking for is some type of continuation. What I decided the way to actually make that an input is to create an indicator that I call my leg start indicator, which is marked up by these white dots. And what these white dots mark is the beginning of what is a 3-bar move in either direction. That is all the same. So either 3 bars continuously lower, like in this case where my mouse is 1, 2, 3, we actually have 4 there, or if we have a swing mark higher, which is 1, 2, 3 here, or even 1, 2, 3 here. So when I'm intraday trading, there's a couple of different ways I mark up my support and resistance levels. And one of the ways I like to do it on intraday swing marks, if I'm drawing an intraday swing mark, I will just draw my vertical line here, and if it's orange, I just go in here, edit the property, change the color to orange, and then make it a dashed line. So anytime you see a dashed line on my chart, that is marking up a support and resistance level on the hourly time frame or lower. So that's the time frame we're talking about here today, 5 minute specifically. So this will always be a dashed line. Now, the most important swing marks or leg starts in any move are going to be the first one that really began the move up or began the move down. So if we go back to what is Tuesday's price action, this is the move down. So this is at 43.57.5. It's white because it's a leg start. I'm going to go in here and make it a dashed line. Okay, and there's also one here that I have marked up. And then one here actually on this one up. But if we look at this move up that began on Monday, what is the last swing mark regular trading hours? That is here at right before the close, 5 minutes before the close, 3:55 East Coast time, and you can see I have 42.80 drawn, and it's across the screen. Now that was the low here of Wednesday. Okay, we came down into that support level. The yellow line is also a previous week's low. That indicator is typically available on most platforms. The other indicators I'm talking about are available on StartupTrading.com. I'll also link them below if you're interested in purchasing them, but I definitely recommend them to anybody who day trades or trades in general, because these work on futures, they work on stocks, and if you want to chart an option contract, you can probably do that too with these indicators. And what they're going to do is they're just going to give you a framework of whether we're in a range or whether we're in an expansionary market. Now, one of the things I really like to pay attention to is where were the last swing marks? Are there more swing marks higher, or are there more swing marks lower? If you look at this move towards the end of the day here, starting at about 110, we have a very big swing mark higher. This is an expansionary move, and what I mean by an expansionary move is this is the biggest move really all day. That is, 1, 2, 3. This goes 4, 5, 6 bars higher, so 3 past what we're looking for to actually print the code, and that's followed up by a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-bar move, once again swinging higher, and then another one into the end of the day, which was 1, 2, 3, 4 bars. So it's interesting. We have 6 up, 5 up, 4 up. We're losing momentum as we go higher, which is normal because the initial move out of this was actually a consolidation, and this consolidation lasted from the beginning at 10:20 to where we rallied out at 110. So what is that, 11, 12, 3 hours? 3 hours of consolidation. That's going to lead to an expansionary move coming out of the lunch time frame. When we're coming out of lunch time frame, everybody trapped in the morning under that level. And one of the other things you'll notice, if I go in here and I just duplicate If you don't want to draw it again, you can actually just duplicate these levels and draw them over and over again. So duplicate that. I'm going to duplicate this white one so we can draw up these swing marks or these leg starts higher. You can see that the breakout above this is telling us we're breaking out one swing mark, two, three, two different leg starts. So we're taking out 5 different markers where you would have drawn resistance based on this formula. And when you do that, we begin a sequence higher here, which actually ends up being an extension, which I teach in my masterclass. So these are really, really helpful for determining support and resistance levels on any given day. Let's just go over here to what is Tuesday. We have a ripper straight off the open. Let's just pay attention to the action that day. We have a swing mark on the, a leg start. So a leg start here. Okay, I'm going to delete these other drawings because we're just not going to pay attention to what happened after the fact. We're going to pay attention to what happened during the moment. So we have a leg start up. There's 1. There's another leg start up. There's 2. There's another leg start up here. That's 3. And then you can see it wasn't until really 11:15 that we had both a swing high and a leg start lower. So I would then go in here and duplicate this, okay, and then also I want to make a note of the swing high here that was put in. Because it's a swing high, we go in here and we change this color to orange. And we end up, for the rest of the day, move this here. For the rest of the day, we end up really finding resistance on what was the first swing mark of the day. So you can be silly and try to short into every single high as we're breaking out, or you can be patient and you can wait for the market to give you evidence that the market is found its resistance. And the way it does that is with time, price, and momentum. The time factor is determined by holding a swing high for 25 minutes, which is first done here at 11:15. The momentum factor is told by the leg start, which gives us 3 bars down. You can see resistance, resistance. We wedge out and then finally roll over into the end of the day, all the way back to the bottom of the range. But just holding off on a short for that first swing mark and that first leg start is really going to save you a lot of headache trying to short into a breakout or trying to buy into a breakdown. So that's my video on intraday analysis using the startup trading indicators, both the swing marks and the leg starts. I'm going to link to those below. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, make sure you like this video, leave a comment below if you have any questions, and subscribe to my channel. Take care.